truck parts. So explain what these are, Dad.
So this is what you call a sandblast pot. It's a pretty big one. It's what they call a single chamber. You can get others that are about that tall, and they've got two chambers,
Which
obviously.
is that one there.
Which is that old school one there. That's a massive pot. And why you have these big pots is because you can blast for a long, long time when you get onto a job. And that one there, because it's a double chamber, it'll go for a lot longer. And when you're on a big job, you don't want to stop. You just want to fill up and keep on blasting. And young Mick's decided now that we're going to get this thing going. We're going to resurrect this one. That's right.
So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to pull off the old wheels. We've already heated this right hand one, and it was a mission to get off. So we're going to do this one. We'll heat it up as well, crack the nut off, and then we'll go and get some new wheels and tyres or whatever setup we decide to go with. Hey, what do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll go with some brand new wheels and tyres, pneumatic ones. Obviously, as you can see, these old guys have been completely flogged out and worn out, and bit of a mission to get these wheel nuts off, but we've a bit of heat on them and that loosened them up. But we've got to crack onto this other one and see what we can do with it. But we want to get this back into service because it's still a really good pot. So we'll put some new wheels on it, and then all the new valves.
Yeah, we've got a couple of little things. We've got to put a thread in one side. The threads are worn out. What else? New valves and all that. But first we'll sandblast the pot up too. We're going to get the front bracket, it's got to be replaced as well. So we'll get all the pot where it needs to be, and then we'll do all the other valves and stuff.
Yep, new hose, clean it all up, and it'll be brand new again. We'll tidy it all up, but we'll just show you how we're going to get this other nut off here. We'll get some heat onto it because it's been on for a long, long time and corroded up, and a little bit of the old heat changes everything. So we'll hook into that now and show you what we're going to do with that.
And what else we got to do to it?
Basically, we'll get these two new wheels on, and a new stand here. We'll chop that off. It's all had its day, so we'll change that, and then we'll blast the whole pot. And as Michael said, we're going to put a new fitting in the side for one of these. Take it out and replace it, and new hoses, and the thing will be good to go. But the beauty part about these pots is because of the size, that's what you want. And we use them a lot. So we'll get some heat going here, guys.
You want to explain a little bit about it?
Yeah, just what it'll do is it will, because the nuts are corroded onto the old axle, we'll get some heat in there. That'll shift the corrosion, and it'll expand the nut, so it makes it easier for it to come off.
So Dad's going to heat it up and I'm going to crack it off. So yeah, without the heat, guys, it's just, I've tried to crack them off, they're that tight. And they got a bit of rust as well on them.
They're very expensive to buy, these big ones.
How much was this for? This one would be, just the pot would be...
I think this one here, because it's a fairly big chamber, I think this one's about 6, maybe 7 grand, just for the blast chamber. And that one over there, that double one, I think they're up around 11 grand, but that's with no accessories, no hose, no valves. So by the time it's set up, you're looking at a few grand, but once they're going, they're a really good thing. But yeah, we use them quite a bit. We've got a couple of other smaller ones, but we just want to go bigger. It saves the stop and start on a job. But a little bit of heat starting to get into this now, so we'll get a Stilson on this, or a pipe wrench, and we'll get that off. Right, we're ready to go, Mick. Okay.
That's how easy it makes it, guys, once you've warmed it up. Actually, that one's heaps easier than the other side. The other side is tight as.
Without heat, you'd actually force that. You'd probably end up just screwing off the bolt or the axle. But once you get a bit of heat into stuff like that, and we're only heating the nut, not the whole shaft as well. We're going to chuck those old nuts away.
Yeah, we'll get some new nuts.
Makes all the world of difference to doing jobs.
So that's good, that's cracked off now. It's actually not too bad, this one to undo.
The old heat makes a huge difference. But yeah, we'll replace these old wheels. Obviously they're completely buggered. And we've got a couple of really nice quality new ones. And once it's full of garnet or blast material, the deal is you can actually grab the handle once the wheels are on and tilt it back like that. You can wheel it round on the job. Because of the weight, once that's full with garnet, they're pretty heavy, and you want some really good quality wheels in. And we'll hunt around and get some good ones. But the next thing we'll do is we'll replace the fitting for the valve. I can chop it out, and also this under here, the old choker hose fitting. We'll take all that out, and we'll blast it all, put a new leg on the other side, and this thing will come up like brand new once it's all painted up. And yeah, we'll actually sandblast this whole pot and all in around the fittings and the openings. The things like this old O-ring seal, it's had it, we'll replace that. And that goes in what they call the pop-up valve, which is in here. When the cylinder pressurizes, it comes up into the O-ring and it pressurizes the pot, and then away you go. You got your air up and you start to blast.
Another thing too, guys, when you're working, always health and safety. Have your sunwear, or sorry, have your safety glasses on.
Yeah.
And Pops should have his on, but doesn't matter.
Oh, it's not an issue at the moment.
But if you are doing it, you know, we have to promote wearing safety glasses and stuff. Would you or wouldn't you?
Okay guys, so here we are on the VH. As you can see, we've stripped all the old body filler, paint, all the rubbish off the whole left hand side, worked from front to back, and now we're back to bare steel. At this stage we've knocked all the dints out, welded all the old holes up, straightened every panel up, planished it all out, shrunk up the stretch that it had in some of these panels, and now it's the very end of the filing, and it will be an all metal finish.
You can see on this door, it's had bog there, a body filler, same with there, so it's pretty rough, this side of the car. The front door's not too bad, and then on the quarter panel, same with this area, it's all dinted through here, so I'll have to finish that up. But so the reason why we've refitted the new door rubbers now is so I can line the doors up and get the door gaps fitting properly. So we like to get the door rubbers on now, because with the aftermarket door rubbers you can run into trouble later on. You can do a really nice job on the body, but once you put the rubbers on, it can change all your gaps. Okay, let's close this and see what it shuts like with these aftermarket door rubbers. These are actually rare spare door rubbers, so we'll see what they're like. Just close this door, a little bit tight. Alright, so see how you got your gaps now. Put the camera like so. So now we want to get this door flush with the back door. You can see how it's sticking out. So this is what we're trying to achieve now while we do it this way. So the next part is I'm going to panel beat this side of it, get it all lining up nice, because you can see here the guard's sticking out as well. If you put it on straight, it's all on the piss. So we've got to get it all nice and flush. Basically what you look for is, it's like in car shows also, is you want the door to be dead in line with your guard, and you also want these gaps through here, you want them to be all even as well from front to back. With these older cars, they were never really perfect to start with. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing here with the quarter panel, but also talk about the real important part of the first thing that I learnt when I was becoming a panel beater by trade. And it's just from being taught from the right people also to be able to do this, get it back to steel finish. You get taught from someone that doesn't really know. I know you might have a lot of troubles learning. So I was very lucky to learn from someone that was really good at their job. So the number one thing you've got to learn is to feel everything with your hands. You got to be able to feel your highs and your lows. Just take it all in when you feel things with your hands, and it takes a long time to learn. Some people can pick it up like this. Some people take ages, and some just don't pick it up at all. So once you've sussed that out and you've learned how to feel all your panels, and you can pick your highs and your lows, then you're laughing. And the next step is you learn how to use your files and your dollies. So this is a dolly. It's very important. There's all different shapes of dollies in this trade. And then we've got heaps of different hammers, pick hammers, all your different panel hammers. So these are excellent for panel beating, and it doesn't take much, so you gotta be very careful. Like, you just gently hitting your highs down, gently tap your lows up, and then you slowly take a little bit off the top with your file, and then it starts to come back to where you need it, where it needs to be. But for now, I'll just show you guys. You can see here, you've got your highs, your lows. So I'm generally just trying to bring the highs and lows together, and then once I bring them together, everything will start becoming straight. But if I go too far in or out, then it's going to start getting your wavy look, and we don't want that. We want a dead straight look. So when you finish spraying it, it is straight as, and it looks awesome. Like, it's just, that's very important with panel beating and spray painting. The finish is what we want. But alright guys,